How's it going, everyone? We got some very interesting news today. There is an Oblivion remaster that just dropped. Like it's just out in the world now. They dropped it, and I'm very interested because Oblivion is one of my favorite games of all time. This game has shaped so much of who I am as a person. I spent way too much time playing this video game, and the fact that they just randomly just made a remake for it and dropped it is insane to me. So we're gonna watch this entire 20-minute presentation, and let's just see if I plan on buying it anytime soon. I do want to get it, but I want to wait for a physical, but I don't know. Let's see how it looks first. Bethesda! No, here we go. Here we go. I'm assuming. Oh wow! Why is my voice so loud?
You hold our future.
I'm assuming that.
Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire.
Yeah, they're keeping the same voice actors and stuff.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Okay, so I guess they just reused the voice line. Why is my audio weird? Avery was messing with my stuff. Has he? No, they're like the same.
Here we are 20 years later.
Wow, okay.
When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working
They need to
on
make more
the
Elder
6th
Scrolls
chapter
games.
here. But what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters.
God, that's old.
Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion
Man,
was
Oblivion's
a real
old, isn't it?
defining
That's an
moment in
old
the
game.
series and for how we make games as a
This
series.
game ancient. I was 9 years old
I think
when I
it
started
comes
playing this
to
game.
A remaster, we want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time.
I played this
You
game in
wanna keep those bones in
2008.
place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games. I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
God, this
back
game is old.
and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like... There's this, like, flood of nostalgia.
Honestly, yeah.
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am. As an individual, as a game developer, it all starts with this.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
How much more money can we milk? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor.
Oh.
But for all these years,
I've seen this cutscene so many times.
My own dreams. have seen the gates of Oblivion.
Hey!
Which no waking eye may see.
This is a crazy remaster, bro. Jesus! Oh my god! Oh yeah, that's a whole... Can you even call it a remaster? That's like a whole new game.
Experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible.
That is brand new. Why is the...
When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky
Go back to 4K, please.
about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible.
When
We've
was
worked with
that?
Bethesda
What
Game
the heck was
Studios and
that?
other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
It is insane seeing Oblivion with
We wanted to
4K
make the
graphics.
remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
This is insanity.
About time.
Wow.
Here. Huzzah!
It's not really Oblivion if you don't have the awkward combat.
Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Oh man, he
unleashing
looks...
the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What
He
was
looked
the
like a
Oblivion
broom.
Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine.
Nice.
So you get the full experience.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
You will find your own path, but there will be blood and death before the end.
Yes, the ragdoll. I mean, it looks really good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it looks very solid.
The technology we used to create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way since then.
Sheesh, you look like Lazel.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals.
Oh, nice.
We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the word logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
This is insane.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place.
Oh.
Good for a visit.
Shale Gorath.
Or eternity.
We've leveraged
Dude,
nearly
this is
every major feature from the latest
insane.
version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset, allowing us a truly impressive level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and
Ah,
atmospheric
the amber
effects.
armor.
While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
Wow.
We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning.
Oh my god, the prophet.
Heed it.
And real tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures. As a result, all
Nice.
races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
I like that the
With
Argonians
access to
still
so
look
many
like
modern
Oblivion
living
Argonians
features,
and not like
you'll see them
Skyrim
in something as
Argonians.
simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around.
I'm not really a
fish
fan of
swimming in the
Skyrim
water,
Argonians.
Light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Thane.
I love that they kept the voice actors and actresses. There was like 6 people doing these voices, bro.
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay. It's UI and UX. It's audio.
Oh, snap.
We've updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
Okay. Yoink.
We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat.
I don't remember this.
There's a lot more separation
When
between
the
the
heck was
upper
that?
and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish. Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. We know it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
Oh, they're like normal enemies, the spider ladies. I
There's
forgot.
a proper third-person perspective now. The original
I
had
completely
third person,
forgot.
but there was no crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized. One
Bruh.
of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability.
Why the horse is so
Now,
small?
the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the
You got like
races.
6 voices.
So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue.
Oh.
Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
What do you mean? They sound
We
the
also
same.
made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there. Hi there. But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop. You violated the law. Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone!
The NPCs look kind of off a little bit, but I don't really care.
Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room.
The NPCs, the human ones especially, look a little uncanny, but I'm not gonna care that much.
Priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Thieves Guild.
Stop. You violated the law.
Oh, bruh.
Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
Then pay with your blood. Oh my god.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting.
Horrible
Sprinting is an
thief.
interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams.
Dear God.
Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint. In fact,
Nice.
all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch.
Thank God.
And that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every
Oh,
single
that's cool.
updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini games are the mini games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great. How's it go again?
I actually really like this minigame. I like that's my favorite. That is my favorite lock-picking mechanic in any game.
It's part of the core experience.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch
Why do
you
the
and
elves look
worship the
so
ground you walk on.
you
creepy?
will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure.
They made all the
and same
elves look
carefully
real
handcrafted
creepy, bro.
world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
That's a new voice. That was a new voice. I did not
Oblivion
recognize
is a
that
core
voice.
part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks. The Oblivion gates look absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah,
And I
the
think they're
Oblivion
just gonna
gates look
find
really
themselves
good.
Lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something.
My
and
God.
That's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it looks pretty much the same, yeah.
From all of us at Bethesda
In
Game
terms
Studios,
of like
And virtuous.
gameplay.
we want to thank you for joining us today.
And how the
Oblivion
quests
has a very special
might
place
be.
in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait. The best part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion remaster will be available today.
That's insane. That's crazy. Oh man, why am I tearing up about that?
Born 87 years ago.
I can't even play it yet, bro. I got so much to do for school.
But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of Last Seed. The year of Akatosh.
Mud
433.
crabs.
These are the closing days of the Third Era. And the final hours of my life. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only the beginning. Worse
What
is
the-
yet to come. Looks clear.
Oh boy. Oh, no, the Mythic Dawn.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness? Here you must find your own path.
That's awesome. This is crazy, dude. This is insane that this is happening.
Jaws of Oblivion.
That's wild. I cannot believe that this is happening. And it just dropped like today. Well, that was okay. Well, that was Oblivion. Oof. That was Oblivion. I guess I'll see if I can play it. Bye.